Hello there! This is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm bringing you guys my review of the LEGO Star Wars C3PO. It's set number 75398, it comes with 1,138 pieces, and is rated ages 18 and up. Now this set retails in the United States for $139.99, and in Canada for $179.99. Now without further ado, let's kick off this review, starting with the box. Taking a look at C3PO, you can see him on the 18 plus style box art there in the all black with the light emanating behind him. You can also see the logo for the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars in the top right there. Going down, you can see some nice information there that I mentioned, as well as the Centennial box art there of LEGO Star Wars 25 years, which looks pretty nice. Flipping the set around, you can also see some more nice images from A New Hope with C3PO, kind of showing him there. You also have the dimensions of the set, which is 38 centimeters or 15 inches tall from the base to top of the stand, and then 90 centimeters or 7.5 inches width from, arm to arm basically, which is pretty nice. You can also see some more angles of the actual C3PO, including the fact that you can do some opposability with his limbs, which is definitely a nice feature there. Take a look at the manual. You can see a very nice image of C3PO. 18 plus style manuals definitely get a nicer design manual than rendered images, which is definitely nice. Being 18 plus though, it does have some really cool information and imagery from the films, how they made him, etc. From all the films as well, like you have from Phantom Menace, Return of the Jedi, A New Hope, and Empire Strikes Back. And then just some discussion on why they decided to make him into a buildable character. Also, interesting enough, we have 25 years of LEGO Star Wars right here, but they're also advertising the special edition Ultimate Insider's Guide, deluxe collectible book with special collectible prints. I only bring this up because being here in Canada, this is actually not for sale at all for us. It's only available in the US as well as some places in the UK. So kind of interesting that obviously this is just a mass-produced booklet here, but still, the fact that we can't get this as Canadians unless we buy it on eBay for probably like absorbent amounts I haven't even bothered to look, is a little bit disappointing for sure. Here we have the extra pieces I was left with, as well as a trusty brick separator. As you can see, quite a nice assortment of pieces here. A lot of extra 1x1 studs, some Technic pieces as well. Not really any gold plated parts other than really this cheese slope piece here that's really gold plated. Like these other ones are definitely pretty nice and are nice to get. Take a look at the build stand here with the printed plaque. As you can see, definitely looks pretty nice. It has some really fun information: class, protocol droid, creator, and Skywalker, of course, its height, affiliations, equipment, and capabilities, of course. You also have a very awesome C3PO minifigure. This is the exact same one we get in the UCS Landspeeder, being one with a dual molded leg here, with extra printing detail. This is the absolute top of the line C3PO we could have gotten, besides it being, all chrome gold, which will never happen again, but I mean, if it ever did, that would probably be the absolute best we could get these days. But this, based on the current printing capabilities that LEGO is willing to do, this is the best C3PO we can get, and it's really awesome that they included him in this set, and it is slightly cheaper than the UCS Landspeeder, so it makes him more able to be get in sets like this. So definitely pretty nice there. Great printing detail, as you can see, just looks awesome, and that dual molded leg definitely is a awesome selling feature there. Also has the incredible arm printing, I have to say. Just this is, like I said, this is the top of the line C3PO we can get these days. Here we have the LEGO Star Wars 25 years of LEGO Star Wars. So this is an awesome printed brick. Though if you've gotten the other 25 years of LEGO Star Wars sets, you probably have a lot of these at this point, but still definitely a nice printed brick here. Take a look at C3PO here, and you can see he just looks absolutely outstanding. And this might be one of my favorite buildable characters that we've gotten from LEGO. Take a look at the base, with the sands of Tatooine. Looks pretty nice. You can see the leg and how they managed to really capture the look of the, silver leg versus the gold leg. I just think that is really awesome. You have some nice printed and sticker detail there on the chest that definitely helps him look as good as he should. Definitely wish some more of these parts were actually prints, specifically here, which are stickers, compared to this part here that is actually a print. But overall, it's definitely needed detail to capture the full look of C3PO. Of course, like I said, he does have good amount of opposability here, so you can move his arms in, up and down. You also have opposability of the hands, which is definitely pretty nice. You don't have full opposability of the arms in terms of bending, but you can turn it to have his hands go out, where you can see some extra detail there of the sort of circuitry of his arms or wrists, which definitely is nice. That is also a sticker, of course. Not a print. Really, there's only a couple prints, those being the printed plaque, the printed 25 years of LEGO Star Wars brick, and this part here, this circle part. The rest you see is going to be a sticker. Flipping the set around, you can see some more nice greebling and textures that they managed to create to capture his look, which looks absolutely outstanding here. Going all the way down, as you can see, just looks really awesome. Flipping him back around, and you can see just I love the simplicity of it, and some of the part usage seems obvious, but I just think it turned out so well and looks really awesome here. And it's just awesome. See, you have some more sticker detail on the back for the wiring there, and just again, like, I just love the overall look of C3PO here. I just think he looks really outstanding. And you can see the other side as well, which again is very similar. You can see the silver leg and some of the nice chrome parts they used. Obviously, it's not the same chrome parts we used to get way back when that have been discontinued, that I think would have really helped it shine. It's definitely not as shiny as it used to be, but overall, it's definitely pretty nice. Though I wish we actually got more of these shiny parts added here rather than it just being gray, because I think that really could have helped the whole leg look nice and shiny. Now, they definitely went a little bit overboard in trying to do different textures for C3PO, because there is a lot of color clashing. You have various shades of gold and brown, and it works somewhat, but in other ways it definitely is more obvious, especially when they're using tan and brown and gold and then the shiny gold. Like, it to me could have been done a little bit better there, because it can be a little bit distracting, especially on the top of C3PO. Like, you can just sort of see there's so much going on with the colors that I looked at C3PO, and don't get me wrong, there's definitely some weathering, but I think they went overboard in trying to capture that look. Feels like they could have used some other parts and kept it a little bit more uniform, like used maybe 2, maybe 3, but they're using 4 or 5 different colors, and it just clashes a little bit much than what I think it should look like. And that's really my main complaint about the part usage. Would have to be really up top, where they're using just so many different colors for his head, and I just think it makes that part the most distracting compared to the other elements of the model that is more uniform, has some weathering here and there that is definitely accurate, but isn't like overboard like the head, which to me is just a little bit too much. Of course, one of the main things that, whether intentional or not, that is definitely pretty nice, is the fact that they have made it the C3PO and R2-D2 in scale of each other, and it just looks really awesome seeing them next to each other. I think it's fun. It definitely wasn't super like expected, but when we first found out they were doing C3PO, I guess it was assumed that they would be somewhat in scale of each other, but the fact that they are so perfectly in scale of each other is just awesome to see. Now, of course, C3PO here does have the base of Tatooine, so it's not like perfectly one-to-one scale at all, but I think you get the gist, and having them next to each other like this looks really fun, and is definitely a nice bonus of getting both sets if you choose to do so. Just to show some other comparisons to other buildable characters, we have C3PO next to the 2020 UCS R2-D2 here. As you can see, this one is far larger than the current R2-D2, but you can still have them next to each other, and if you happen to have this one and don't plan on getting the newer R2-D2, it definitely still looks okay, but definitely nowhere near in scale like the other one is to this current C3PO. Here we have the newer Droideka buildable character, as you can see, just to look at the scale. Again, obviously the C3PO towers over this Droideka, but gives you an idea of scale there. And lastly, we have the recently retired BD1 compared to C3PO here, and you can again see the differences in scale, but overall it gives you an idea of how tall the C3PO is in comparison to some other buildable characters that we've gotten. The LEGO Star Wars C3PO is, to me, a great LEGO set. I think this set is absolutely a must pick up, especially if you've gotten the recent R2-D2 and even the Chewbacca, which I personally don't have at this point and might get, depends on how much it goes on sale. But just in general, I think this is an absolutely great pickup and really a must-have for any LEGO Star Wars Original Trilogy fan. I think it's just absolutely really fun. I think they did a great job overall on this build with just some minor nitpicks of the, head, the amount of color clashing it has, in my opinion. But even then, that's minor nitpick that you technically could replace on your own if you wanted to. But as it's currently built, that's really my main disappointment. Other than, of course, wishing some of the sticker detail was actually prints. But, you get a great C3PO minifigure, great printed plaque, great printed brick, and just in general a great LEGO set. With that being said, that's all my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the LEGO Star Wars C3PO in the comments down below. Have you guys picked up the set, or are you planning to? Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.